Hello friends, welcome back to the ASP.NET Core video tutorial. This is Abhishek Bedre. Today we are going to see how we can target multiple platforms into the single web application. So let's jump to the let's jump to the infologs.in website and open up the how to target multiple frameworks in ASP.NET Core application. Okay, so this article shows you how we can add multiple targets into the .NET Core project. Okay, so this will be see by creating a fresh project, and we'll see how we can add the references of .NET Core libraries, standard libraries, and .NET Framework libraries. Okay, so let's go and create a new project in Visual Studio 2019. I'll add a console project and will execute according to the framework added into the single project. Okay, so let's create a project. By default, I'll create a .NET Core project. Okay, as we are targeting the .NET Core, that's why. So here, .NET Core, we have a console project. Use the .NET Core app. I'll create multi-target app. Just click on the create. So till the project creates, let's go ahead and see what are the steps. So just need to create a .NET Core project, and under the so project is created. So as soon as I hit the control F5 or F5, so it will show us a command prompt, and our output will be there, hello world, right? So currently it is following the .NET Core project, framework .NET Core with the 3.1 version, right? Okay, so now we go back to the article. Here we are now on this stage. Okay, so now what we are going to do, so we are see what are the default configurations available in our project. So here is the default configuration. The output is exe and the target is 3.1. okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add the target net 45. 45 means .NET Framework 4.5. As soon as I add the .NET Framework 4.5, okay, so we are here. Currently we are not going to talk about this packages references to our project. We'll see it a bit later. Okay, so as soon as I close this and try to build the project, okay, the target framework netcore 3.1 was not recognized. It may misspelled. If not, the target identifier and target framework version properties must be specified. Okay. So here what this is asking for, sorry, it's my mistake, I think I made a comma. It should be a semicolon, and then try to rebuild the project. Okay, the element is different. Frameworks, reload all. frameworks, reload project. Yes. Okay, it's reloaded successfully. So if we go ahead and see here, in previously there we have only .NET Core 3.1. Now we have a .NET Framework 4.5. What we have changes, we have changed the target framework to frameworks. Okay, so we have now multiple framework targeted to our application. Okay, that is successful here. And now here we have added the packages JSON. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll copy this .NET 5 references. Okay, and I'll include that into our project over here. Okay, so reload, ignore all. Let me, tag was not closed, so here we have to close it. Now it's perfect. So what this target framework offers, it will return the net 45. Okay, and all these references are included into the .NET Core 4.5 framework. So now just rebuild it. Okay, so 4.5 also created and 3.5 DLL is also created, right? Okay, so this way we can also include the .NET standard libraries like this. Okay, so let's say we are creating a third-party DLL. Let's do it actually, so you will get a clear idea about it. So I'll go and add new project, and here I'll select the framework as a .NET standard. Okay, so I wanted to create a repository, so here I'll go ahead and select all project types, and then library for that. Let's create so C# now .NET library. We'll go ahead, wait a second. Okay, okay, so we select the class library .NET standard. This is the important, because the .NET standard, whatever we write in the .NET standard library, that can be inherited in the framework project, and again .NET framework project, as well as in the .NET core project. So I'll create the .NET standard library. So my library. Okay, here we'll create a public class, public class test, and also create a public void show method which writes the okay, we don't have access to the control because we have just system. So what I'll do is I'll take a public integer method which returns the add, and also takes two parameters, integer I and integer A and integer B. Here will return the A plus B. Okay, this is our core logic. So now project is built successfully. I'll also rename this class to test. Okay, now the library is ready to access, right? So what I'll do is open up the project, and here I wanted to add a reference to my project. So what I'll do first, I'll automatically try to add the reference. So now here add reference from the solution to my library and then click OK. Okay, as soon as I click OK, so the project reference is loaded like this. Okay, but if we talk about here, so we have a .NET library. Okay, so item group, the package reference, if we added the references of third-party NuGet packages, it will add like this. But if we are adding references, that is project references to this CS project. Okay, so here we have some code that we have to write like this. If net standard 4.5 then hello world from net 45. elf elif else if it should be from ASP.NET Core 3.1 and then and if. Okay, and this object that we have added reference into the ASP.NET Core project, so I'll add more over here and then do this and then okay. Now select the platforms. So current platform is .NET Core 3.1, .NET 3.1, and then I'll select the platform 4.5 and then run this application and hello world from .NET 4.5. right? So let's try to access I have already added the reference here in our project, right? So what I'll do here is I'll use the test ob1 equals new test and ob1 dot add 5 comma 10 console dot write line and then control 5. So it is showing an error. So what's the error? Okay, the type object is defined in an assembly that is not referenced. You must add reference to assembly net standard 2.0. Target, that is perfect, and we haven't added the reference, right? So net standard 2.0, let's do it over here. So I wanted the use .NET Core, .NET Standard and .NET Standard 2.0, but before that I'll check whether my platform is 2.0 or 2.1. Yeah, it's 2.0. I'm gonna remove all the stuff that I have referenced we have referenced a specific DLL to our project, right? And the project is created under 2.1, right? So okay, just remove everything. So now we have a object error, so it's not getting that, right? So now what I'll do, so currently we have a 4.5. so if you know let me show you the thing. So there is a thing called table for .NET, sorry, standard .NET standard support for framework. So just go to the images, yeah, this one. So if we have go for the .NET 2.0, okay, .NET Standard 2.0, that is going to support only in .NET Core 2.0 and .NET Framework 4.6. okay. So what we have to do is, here we have to change the framework to 4.6, and I'll decrease the version of .NET Standard to the initial one, right? So now 1.0, so .NET Standard 1.0, that can be work with the .NET 4.5 and above, right? So now the DLL is ready, so we'll build it. DLL rebuild successfully added. Now as we know that 1.0 DLL can be work in framework 4.6 as well and 3.1 as well. So I'll directly add the reference to our project, okay, and it will automatically take the whole project as a project reference, okay. So I'll put a comment like common reference for the .NET Core 3.1 and .NET 4.6, okay. So now we have already written the code over here. Now just we'll try to, yes, we got the reference, the project is built successfully, but here 4.5 instead of, we have to say click on 4.6. now let's try it with the .NET Core 3.1, okay. So run the project. So hello world from ASP.NET 3.1 14, okay, perfect. And again what we are going to do here, so just click on .NET 46 and run it. Perfect, okay. So message is wrong, so here we have to click on 46 and then run it, okay. This is how we can target for the multiple projects within the ASP.NET within the .NET Core project, okay. So whenever you want to write a specific platform independent platform related code, you can use this kind of structure, if .NET 45 and if else .NET Core 3.1, okay. So this is the wrap up for the ASP.NET Core, how we can target the multiple frameworks within the .NET Core applications, okay. And now we have just two videos left for the ASP.NET Core video series. One is how we can run the ASP.NET Core application as an Windows service as well as on the IIS service, okay. So we want to build an application which can be host on IIS as well as host on the Windows services, okay. So let's assume that there is some kind of requirements that we don't want to host the whole IIS, okay, because of the maintenance and all that stuff. So we wanted to run the application inside the Windows services. So we'll do it in the next video tutorial, and after that we'll see how this dynamic JSON can be passed into the ASP.NET Core API. So that will be open up the input, strongly type input for the end user for the APIs. Okay, we'll discuss in the upcoming video tutorials. Till then, this is Abhishek Bedre signing out. Thank you for watching. If you think these videos are enough worthy to share with your friends on the social media platform, please share it, so it will be helpful for the beginners or beginning developers who are learning ASP.NET Core. Okay, till then, keep learning, never stop learning, and subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.